Today we're going to be doing a walk around and test drive on a very special 1967 Pontiac Lemans. This car came from the factory, gold on gold. It was purchased back in 1989 by the previous owner. So he had this car for 32 years. In 2012, this car went through a full rotisserie restoration. Nothing was really left untouched. Original 326 motor was rebuilt. Also 4-speed transmission and posi rear end were also rebuilt during the restoration. Approximately 8,000 miles.
And it's got 350 gears in the rear end, which really makes this a sweet car, guys. And factory air conditioning that blows ice cold. Not too many muscle cars have ice cold air anymore. I'm going to consider this car a #1 condition car. The paint on this car is absolutely fantastic. And we're going to kind of go around and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here. As we go underneath the hood, the chrome valve covers look beautiful. Power steering, power disc brakes in the front, ice cold factory air. I mean, just look at the condition and the paint job on this car. Bottom of the hood. I mean, everything was taken apart, painted, new springs, new latches. Very, very professional job, you guys.
During the restoration, all new rubbers, lines, gas tank, fuel lines. Everything was done on this car. This is a California car. Built there, lived there until 1989 when it was purchased by the previous owner.
That kind of says why it's so solid. I mean, you know, this car underneath was a full frame off rotisserie restoration, like Dalton said. Frame was blasted, painted, floors were all painted black. Very, very nice car. Engine bay is absolutely phenomenal.
It also has electronic ignition and power front disc brakes. And those were added during the restoration.
Even the chrome on the Pontiac, I noticed there's a couple little pits in the original chrome right here, but the rest of it shines so nice. The restorer left the original ones, but the bumpers and the grill has all been re-chromed. The hood fitment all the way across the front is just perfect. Driver's side one is really clean. That doesn't have the pits like the other one does. I'm sorry, the passenger side one's clean. Across the top of the hood, top of the fenders, the gap is awesome. Back side of the hood where it matches here to the back of the cowl. Top of the fender to the top of the door all lines up great. The windshield was replaced, wipers and chrome around the windshield is excellent. The roof is perfect, there's no dings or dents. I mean, the paint job, wouldn't you call this a #1 car?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic. The glass is excellent, the way that windows seal up here is very nice. Got a couple little micro scratches here on the top of this chrome, but it still shines well. The door gap is perfect, and look how nice that door tucks into that quarter panel. Behind the door is excellent. All the chrome around the wheel lips, and the rocker molding is excellent as well. You've got the PTO tips on it. Even as we look right back through here, the rear shelf, the interior is perfect. Top of the back seat, speaker covers are the right colors. I mean, the sail panels in here are excellent. You will not be disappointed if you buy this car. I mean, this car is fantastic from bumper to bumper.
The only imperfection I've noticed on it, I've been looking pretty hard, is there's a minor little, if I need to find it again, just like a little, it might come off with a buffer, but a little something there.
Yeah, I think that'll buff out, D. Yeah, it's just a little smudge of grease or something there.
Want to hear it out the back and then I'll...
Yeah, let's do that. Now this is a 326 numbers matching motor, and it is, you know, it's got a 4-barrel on it, so it sounds good. Actually idled down really nice too. What's cool about this car, it's got a factory tack also, don't it? A factory tack. The dash pad, the grab handle. The inside of the door jamb paint is the inside of the door jamb paint is painted nicer than most outside of cars. Whoever did this paint job is a perfectionist. Inside corner of the doors, back of the fenders down here, rocker panel. Carpet's excellent. It's got the nice Hearst 4-speed JVC AM/FM cassette. It's got the wood grain wheel. Factory tack. It's got 9,332 miles on the odometer now, so 109,000 mile car, I'm guessing. Wood grain on the dash is excellent. Console's beautiful. Inside the console, light even works, you guys. Inside the glove box, we have the consumer guarantee and service folder. What else is here? Some other old brochure back in the day. Kick panels are great. Very nice as well. All the rubbers were replaced back in 2012, you said?
Yep.
All the rubbers were replaced, interior was redone, I mean, you name it. Even here's the quality of the car, you guys. When they had these seats done and upholstered them, they repainted all the framing. I mean, it's like powder coated black.
Yeah, it's
not
like
even any
spray
scratches
paint,
on it. No. It's got seat belts for 2 in the back, the door panels, headliner, dome light. There's a few little wrinkles in the sail panel, but headliner's tight. The interior is perfect, just like the outside. And here's another thing. When they painted this car, I mean, there's no tape line here. I mean, obviously, painted it with the doors off. And I'm hoping that you can tell the quality of the paint in the jams.
It's impressive.
Yeah. And then we get to the trunk. Matching, spare, just as nice as the rest of the tires and wheels, brand new. It does have air shocks in the back, so you can lower it or raise it if you want. Check out the wiring. I mean, there's no expense spared. It's got a brand new wiring harness on it. Look at those wires.
Yeah, he said all the wiring was replaced during restoration as
Same
well.
thing with the taillight stuff. I mean, there's not a surface rust spot anywhere on this car. Factory speckling. So many people are going to ask, how is it back in here? I mean, check it out, guys. It's rust free.
Yeah, it's
Nice speakers back there. It's got the correct jack.
Original body panel car as well. You know, you got your original stampings on both quarters and even the trunk too, which you don't see too often.
Oh yeah. And then the quality of this paint. I mean, it just still looks wet.
Yeah, it does.
And it was done 9 years ago.
Yeah. Also has air shocks, and then there's your little...
I pointed that out.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, here's another thing, guys. Just the trunk latch and stuff. I mean, that's like brand new. See it? With the correct painted here. I mean, that's nothing... Yeah. Wow.
It's a show car.
It's a show car indeed. License plate brackets all new in behind there. You get your brand new bumper. Tail lights are great. Reverse lights, everything works on it. Chrome is excellent around the back. Absolutely laser straight. I mean, there is not a ripple anywhere that I can see in this car. Besides that little smudge or that little paint imperfection, whatever the heck that was, that's the only thing I've seen so far.
Another thing that I appreciate about this car is no one turned it into a GTO. No one cloned this car.
They could have, though, very easily.
For 32 years, the previous owner kept it and restored it to just what it was.
I think he added the 4-speed, though, didn't he?
He added the 4-speed, yeah.
Okay. Yep. And the 350 posi gears in the rear. There again, paint on the door jambs. Perfect. Door panels are all brand new. VIN number. This gold is really cool. It's kind of got a pearl to it, kind of like the parchment white does. It's got a pearl. It's a pretty color.
I did notice another little imperfection. I've been really hard, but look at that. That's about. That's what it has for imperfections.
Yep. Yeah, right below that trunk lock right there. There's a little chip. And we had Coyote Classics, and I appreciate when Dalton does that. We try to go over them, guys, as with a fine-tooth comb. We can't catch everything, obviously, but we do our very best for you guys to know when you buy one sight unseen, or even waste your time coming to look at a car. We want to make sure that you know exactly what you're looking at, so you're happy when you get here.
Did also add AM/FM and cassette.
Yeah. They didn't have JVC back in 1967.
No, I don't think so.
Circle one. Because this one. Kind of a hot day.
I'm glad it's got air.
Thank heavens, right? Let's open the window and get that air going. One thing I noticed on it, we're gonna have to fix the other side. The window, they put aftermarket cranks on it, and they just don't fit. They don't work very good. We might have to change a regulator on here, which if we do, we'll have to order it. Factory tack works, gas gauge works. We have a temperature light, oil pressure light, and our generator light, and they left it there. They didn't put any aftermarket gauges in it. Now we have a speaker up here. We got two nice ones in the back. Dome light works.
It's a quality car.
Oh, I found something that's not working.
What's that?
Wipers. Oh,
Nope.
There we go. That's a little touchy. And they part. Okay, they just needed to. There we go. Well, there's speed 1, speed 2, and off. So,
They do work.
yeah, the wiper switch probably hasn't been turned in 10 years. The guy never drove this on the range. E-brakes all nice as well. Even here's our air blowing ice cold already. And the paint on the dash, I didn't really point that out, but the Lemans emblems, the paint on the dash, I mean, either everything is brand new, or this was just a really quality car all its life.
Yeah.
Because even this stuff, I mean, all the AC vents, they're not pitted. I mean, if this guy restored it to this level, I mean, I can't even imagine what you'd have for cost.
Even your glove box light works. Got a couple extra fuses in there if you need them.
Smooth shifting car, and how quiet inside. Here's our brakes and our steering.
And those front discs are nice.
Oh, it stops on a dime. Steers nice and straight.
Yeah, you don't even. I mean, it's just idle so nice too.
It
You can't
does.
hardly hear it idle.
The only thing I noticed, guys, and we got to fix it, we didn't get that to this yet, but the foot feet, it's just firm. You know what I mean? So it's just a little harder to take off that first time. It's just stiff. At 4,000 RPM, 55 mile an hour, 4,000 RPM, 70 in fourth, 3,000 RPM at 80. So it kind of tells us our gears will go by that a little slower now. So we are, see, it's just jumpy. It's because that foot feet is just so tight.
Yeah, it needs adjustment.
So 60 mile an hour running 2,400 RPMs. So really good gears.
But it's sealed. I mean, there's no wind noise in here either.
Nothing. And then look at this going down the road. Steering wheel straight. Shifter's not shaking like stupid crazy. They're 75 at 3,000 RPM.
Car. Even with that 326, you know, it still gets up and goes. It ain't no.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It ain't no big block, but it just is perfect for.
Yeah. Now, the only thing we gotta do, guys, is just that freaking touchy foot feet. So we'll get to that and before it gets shipped out. But great car, guys. Check this out, coyoteclassics.com. I don't feel that you will find a nicer 67 Le Mans restored to original like this one. I mean, this is one of a kind.
There ain't many cars restored to original nicer than this one.
No, I mean, and most, if you got a car this quality, most people clone it to a GTO. And if this is a GTO, it's a $65,000 car easy.
Yeah, all
in
day
this shape.
long. Yeah.
So, anyway, great car, guys.